most of us have been made to believe that failure is part of the process, right? And you have to accept failure as a norm. Okay, I agree with that 100%. The moment where I start having an issue with this is when you start believing that failure is part of the process, in the sense that whenever you do something, you feel it as a must for you to encounter failure, right? And the reason why I have an issue with this is that you are now jeopardizing yourself, right? You're jeopardizing your progress, your actual success, because in as much as failure is part of the process, it doesn't have to always be part of the process. And I think that's the mindset that you have to adopt, or that's something that you have to reshape about how you look at failure. Failure is there to teach you something, but it doesn't necessarily mean that there has to be failure in order for you to gain success. Okay. And now, do not also go out in the world with the mindset that you are entitled to success, you are entitled to win, because that's also a naive mindset that's going to ruin you before you know it. Have it at the back of your head that failure is part of the process, which means that prepare yourself for whatever it is that may come around you, because this life is funny, this life is unpredictable, and just as much it is an awesome adventure, which means that those issues that you encounter are there to build you, are there to make sure that you become a better person at the end of the process. So once again, failure doesn't have to always be a part of the process, but it is part of the process, which means do whatever it is that you do, anticipating that, you know what, I might just fall short. And also, you adopting the mindset that failure is part of the process is positive when you use it the way it's supposed to be used, because you now know, or you now believe that, or you actually place yourself in a position where you're able to respond better to the failure because you had anticipated it. So there, brothers, just a reminder, failure is part of the process, but it doesn't have to be always part of the process. So do not limit yourself, and do not question yourself when you actually win without encountering failure. It's not abnormal, right? Those things happen. So until then, stay vibrant.